Who would have thought that the return of a wide receiver could shake things up so much behind the scenes of the reigning champions? Rashee Rice is back, and with him comes the hope of seeing the Chiefs offense looking truly dangerous again. But Kansas City doesn't live by the pass alone. What's really keeping the fan base up at night is that offensive line, the same one that let Mahomes down in the Super Bowl. Two key pieces, two dilemmas, and a future that could change everything. Hit that like button so you don't miss a thing. Alright, buckle up because Kansas City might be getting its offensive swagger back, and it all hinges on one guy, Rashee Rice. Last season, the Chiefs' receiving core looked pretty bare without Rice out there torching defenses. Once he went down with that injury and was sidelined for the year, things got dicey. Mahomes and company did their best with what they had. But let's be real, it lacked that pop, that guy who could flip the field and make defenses panic. Now with Rice coming back into the fold, the hype is cranked up. And it should be. If you've watched him during his first 2 years in the league, you know he's easily the top weapon among the Chiefs' wideouts. The man was on a trajectory to become a legit star before he got hurt. In just 4 games last season, he put up 288 yards on 24 catches, averaging a solid 12 yards per snag. And let's not forget his rookie year, where he racked up 938 yards on 79 catches. That's production you just can't fake. Mahomes is clearly fired up to have his guy back. He's mentioned how sharp Rice looks in drills running clean routes, snagging everything thrown his way. And while OTAs were just the testing ground, the real action begins when training camp kicks off. Coach Andy Reid confirmed that both Rice and this year's first-round pick, Josh Simmons, will be ready to go. That's huge. It means this wide receiver room might finally have the juice it's been missing. Here's where it gets even more interesting. Rice isn't just fighting for targets, he's entering that critical third year when contract talk starts creeping in. With him turning 25 this season, the Chiefs will be watching closely. If he stays healthy and keeps making plays, don't be surprised if he earns himself a big extension. Last year, KC's deep ball threat was, let's just say, underwhelming, but bringing Rice back into the offense, that might be the spark they need to light up Arrowhead again. Expectations are sky high, and if Rice lives up to them, he could be the difference between a good Chiefs offense and a great one. So is Rashee Rice really the savior of the Chiefs offense? Drop your thoughts in the comments, because the real problem might not be the receivers, but the protection Mahomes is getting. Alright, now let's talk trenches, because if you watch that Super Bowl beatdown from the Eagles, you know exactly where it all fell apart for Kansas City. The Chiefs' offensive line looked overwhelmed, outmatched, and honestly, it was rough to watch. Mahomes was under siege from the first snap, barely able to blink before a green jersey was in his face. That line couldn't hold, and it cost them big time. And look, we're not just talking about one bad game. That Super Bowl loss raised serious red flags about the long-term durability and depth of KC's O-line. Some even say that if the Chiefs had handled that game differently, we might have seen Travis Kelce ride off into retirement with another ring. Instead, that dynasty everyone talks about, it felt like it took a gut punch. Now, heading into 2025, this line needs to be more than just decent, it has to be rock solid all season long, including the postseason. Sure, the receivers need to stay healthy, but none of that matters if Mahomes doesn't have time to do Mahomes things. CBS Sports' Cody Benjamin broke it down. While teams like the Ravens just need their line to stay healthy, the Chiefs are still trying to figure out if theirs is even Super Bowl caliber. That was brutally obvious when the Eagles made Mahomes a non-factor in Super Bowl LIX. There's some optimism though. If this line can stay intact, the Chiefs are absolutely in the title conversation, but it's a gamble. They're betting on some young bucks Josh Simmons, Wanya Morris, and Kingsley Suamataia to step up fast. The good news, they've got battle-tested vets like Trey Smith and Creed Humphrey to help steady the ship. One major piece is gone, though all-pro guard Joe Thuney. With him out, the Chiefs are leaning on a combo of rookie Simmons and Jalen Moore, a former 49ers depth guy who flashed when Trent Williams was injured. Moore's got some upside, sure, but protecting Mahomes' blind side isn't exactly a low-pressure gig, so yeah, if Kansas City doesn't make another Super Bowl run in 2025, don't be surprised if fingers point straight at that offensive line. It's the make-or-break unit for this team, and Chiefs Kingdom better hope those young linemen are ready to grow up fast. A healthy Rice is a lethal weapon, but if that line can't hold the line, not even Mahomes can save them. The Chiefs are walking a razor's edge. If you like like this kind of deep analysis, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss anything.